Ladies and gentlemen, if you're holding off for that perfect time to elevate your life, let me be upfront, it doesn't exist. The fact is, if you truly want a different life, you'll have to make it happen. That means pushing yourself to rise above where you are now. It's never about sitting still, waiting for an ideal opportunity to appear. It's always about forging your own chances, built from sheer grit, strong discipline, and an unyielding hunger to evolve. It's incredibly easy to fall into the snare of ease. The entire world around us is designed to gently coax us into settling into our familiar rhythms, into the comfort of our work, our relationships, and even the safe predictability of our thoughts. But here's what most never realize. Real transformation only begins when you dare to push past the known, when you deliberately venture beyond what feels easy. You need to deliberately level up, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it seems impossible to keep going. Why? Because it's in that uncomfortable place where transformation occurs. That's where you unlock strength that's been dormant, where you tap into potential that's been hiding. You've got to challenge yourself more, demand more from your moments, from your effort, from your clarity. This path isn't gentle, it's tough, but you are tougher. You have to choose the actions others won't dare to take. You must be willing to exceed your own limits because growth begins the moment comfort ends. Never forget, every major success starts with someone deciding to rise above, especially when it was inconvenient or scary. So, embrace what's difficult. Train yourself to be okay with discomfort. Begin this very moment. Decide to wake up tomorrow as a better version of who you are today. If you're not putting in effort, you're not transforming. Growth is not something that happens without challenge. It demands a price. And that price is effort, intention, and stretching beyond what's familiar. Growth will not arrive quietly. You must chase it. And chasing growth means choosing discomfort over ease. Want to grow? Be willing to do what feels taxing. Let it pull you beyond what you thought was your max. Don't aim for average, raise the standard, and then meet it. It's tempting to do just enough, but real greatness comes from constantly expecting more from yourself. Understand this, no one else can upgrade your life for you. That power belongs solely to you. Waiting for a rescue won't help. You must take ownership of your journey. Your time is priceless. Every second shapes the person you're becoming. Use that time well. Push yourself to focus on what matters, on the steps that drive you closer to your ambitions. Every bit of success is born from solid daily habits. To rise, you must build rituals that reflect your deeper purpose and principles. Tiny, consistent behaviors create massive shifts. If you truly want to reach the next level, then start saying no. No to meaningless distractions. No to toxic habits. No to anything misaligned with your calling. Lock in on what pulls you forward. Let go of what weighs you down. Not everyone will support you, and that's all right. Seeking approval from everyone is a trap. Learn that rejection is part of progress. The most impactful individuals in the world are the ones who kept pushing despite hearing no again and again. If you're not investing in your own improvement, you're neglecting your highest potential. The most valuable investment you'll ever make is in yourself, through learning, through reflection, through mentorship. Don't just hope you can grow. Know that you can, and believe you are meant for more. Your mindset is the ignition switch for all change. If you don't believe in your ability to expand, no one else can carry that belief for you. Understand, growth isn't gifted, it's earned. It doesn't just arrive while you're waiting. You must build it with your energy, your time, your consistency. Often we wish for our circumstances to shift, but forget that growth demands full participation. It needs your focus, your time, and more than anything, your relentless work. The reality is, lasting change stems from one intentional move after another. It comes from refusing to quit, even when the feeling fades. It's about showing up regardless of the weather, inside or outside. Some days, quitting will whisper to you. Doubt will rise. You'll wonder if the work even matters. But here's the truth. The moment you stop giving effort, you halt your own expansion. When growth stalls, improvement does too. And when improvement ends, you're stuck in yesterday. It's effort that divides the ones who dream from the ones who make dreams real. Talking about success is easy. Hoping is effortless. But living in purpose, that's earned through action. No one else can do the work for you. No one else will show up day after day on your behalf. That's your role, and always has been. And yes, you won't always see the reward instantly. Just because results aren't visible doesn't mean they aren't growing beneath the surface. Think of a farmer planting seeds. At first, there's only dirt. But in time, through nurturing and faith, growth breaks through. The same is true for your life. The effort you pour in today is watering the person you're becoming. So, if you're truly serious about transforming, stop searching for shortcuts. The easy path leads nowhere extraordinary. Embrace the grind. Commit to the work, especially when it's inconvenient or emotionally hard. That is where the magic lives. You cannot dodge the work and still expect to evolve. To grow, you have to embrace effort. It's the price you pay for becoming the best version of yourself. If you're genuinely committed to personal evolution, then you need to get cozy with discomfort. And yes, that sounds backward. Most people spend their entire lives avoiding discomfort. They chase ease, comfort, and familiarity. But here's the honest truth. Growth never happens inside comfort zones. You don't expand by standing still. You don't develop by clinging to the familiar. The moment you shy away from discomfort, you signal to your future that you're not ready for the next level. Discomfort is your signal that you're stepping beyond your old limitations. And that's the exact place where breakthroughs are born. When you make the decision to lean into difficulty, you're also choosing progress. It's in the trials, the chaos, and the challenge that your true strength is revealed. But you need courage, real, steady courage, to move forward when retreating feels easier. Let's be honest. Growth is no walk in the park, and that's by design. If it were effortless, everyone would be successful. We'd all be at the top of our potential. But that's not the case, and that's why those who are willing to lean into hard things stand out. They're not scared of failure. They're not afraid of looking foolish. They're not avoiding the storm. They're walking right into it, knowing it's part of becoming. True growth is about facing the mountain and climbing anyway, even with scraped knees and tired muscles. Discomfort takes many forms. It could be a new task, a public risk, a scary choice. It might be confronting a fear you've buried for years. But the path is the same. Face it. Don't run. Look it in the eye. Begin to shift how you see discomfort. It's not here to hurt you, it's here to build you. It's your best coach, your silent ally. It's what shapes the mental toughness, emotional resilience, and internal fire you need to rise higher. Don't back down. Step into the struggle. The more you walk through discomfort, the more you'll realize it's not as terrifying as you thought. It becomes a proving ground, a space where you gather wisdom and strength. The more often you embrace what's hard, the less control it has over you. Eventually, the very thing you feared becomes another step in your story of progress. Invite discomfort into your life. It's not a signal to retreat. It's confirmation that you're headed toward your transformation. If you're determined to shift your life in a lasting way, the first transformation begins with your standards. Far too many people settle for the expectations that life throws at them instead of setting their own. They do the bare minimum, not because that's what they truly desire, but because that's all they think they can manage. They accept average, then wonder why greatness never finds them. Here's the truth. If your goal is to achieve extraordinary results, then your personal standards must rise to meet that vision. Your standards shape everything. They decide what you will allow into your world and what you'll no longer tolerate. Keep your standards low, and the results will follow suit. Accept mediocrity in your choices, and you'll continue to receive mediocrity in return. The power to elevate lies in expecting more from yourself, consistently, unapologetically. Choose today to set a new bar, a higher bar, and never settle for less again. This isn't about waiting for a better time or a better mood. It's about deciding right now that who you are becoming deserves the very best from you. Stop making excuses for why you're not where you want to be. Stop pushing things off for tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't promised, and waiting never creates momentum. Action does. When you raise your standards, you stop hesitating. You don't delay, you move. Because high standards demand high commitment. They require you to act in alignment with your future self now, not later. Upping your standards isn't just about hustle. It's about refining your focus, honoring your word, being brutally honest with yourself, and holding yourself responsible for every single outcome. It's realizing that you are the architect of your experience, and the quality of your life will reflect the quality of your standards. If you truly believe you're destined for more, then start by refusing to accept anything that doesn't reflect that belief. Others might not get it. They might question your intensity or criticize your drive. Let them. You weren't meant to blend in. You were built to stand out. This isn't about conforming. It's about rising. It's about refusing to dim your light for anyone else's comfort. Set your standard, then exceed it. The secret to unlocking the next version of yourself lies in demanding more of yourself than the world ever will. Don't wait for a moment of crisis or a wave of external pressure to force you into change. Take the lead. Choose to elevate your life by holding yourself to a level few are willing to reach. That's how you stand out. That's how you break through. And if you're truly ready to take control, then it starts with full, unapologetic personal responsibility. The moment you stop pointing fingers at your boss, your past, the government, your upbringing, or the economy, is the moment you begin to own your future. Responsibility is the foundation of all freedom. Without it, you're always a victim of circumstance, waiting for someone or something to change so your life can begin. We live in a world where blame has become default. When something goes wrong, we're quick to assign fault. We blame systems, people, timing, we even blame luck. But the truth is this: blaming does nothing but lock you into powerlessness. It keeps you stuck in cycles where nothing ever changes. And while you're not at fault for everything that happens to you, you are always responsible for how you respond. That response, that choice, is what determines your direction. It's either an act of reclaiming your power or surrendering it. When you embrace personal responsibility, you stop being a product of your environment and start becoming the creator of it. You stop waiting and start doing. You become the captain of your own results. So if you're not where you want to be, ask yourself, what can I shift? What can I improve? What can I do differently today? That's the language of a responsible leader. It's not about playing perfect, it's about choosing growth. And when you take responsibility, you also claim accountability. You stop explaining away your setbacks, you start examining them. You seek out lessons, you own the wins and the losses with equal courage. You ask, how did I get here? What's the truth I need to face? What do I need to change? That's where evolution begins. Responsibility empowers you to take command of your journey, to move forward with clarity, instead of looping endlessly in justification. Once you understand that you are in charge, not of the weather, not of the economy, but of your response, your effort, your habits, you step into a life of ownership. And from that place, all things become possible. Because when you're responsible, you're no longer hoping, you're building. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is going to hand you a better life. That power belongs to you, and it always has. Time is your most limited and valuable currency, and once it's gone, you'll never get it back. That's why if you truly want to build something meaningful, you must become a master of time. That doesn't mean packing every minute with tasks. It means knowing what matters and organizing your days around those things. Most people waste time like it's endless, but it's not. Every second spent on something meaningless is a second you can't invest in your growth, your dreams, your legacy. That's why time management isn't optional, it's vital. To respect your time, you must first understand its worth. Every activity you choose should either serve your purpose or bring you joy. If it doesn't, it's a distraction. And distractions are the silent killers of progress. They don't scream, they seduce. You lose your time in small, unnoticeable ways, scrolling, procrastinating, saying yes when you mean no. If you don't structure your time, others will do it for you. Your job, your notifications, your environment, everything around you will pull your time away unless you defend it. Plan your day before your day begins. Schedule what matters most. Prioritize with discipline. Say no to what doesn't align, even if it's uncomfortable. Every no you say to distraction is a yes to your future. Discipline is about saying no to temptation in the moment so you can say yes to a life you truly want. And in today's world, where attention is currency, focus has become one of the most powerful skills you can develop. When you learn to direct your energy with intention, you stop drifting and start building. You stop reacting and start creating. Working harder isn't always the answer. Working smarter is. Fill your time with the things that move the needle. Don't waste hours on meaningless motion. Every task should have a purpose. Every habit should point to your vision. If it doesn't, let it go. Master your time, and you master your destiny. Make every minute count. Your future depends on it. If you genuinely want to change your life, then you must begin by examining your habits. The life you are living right now is a direct reflection of the routines you've built, whether consciously or not. Your habits are not small things. They are the engine behind your results, the silent architects of your future. And while most people don't give them much thought, the truth is your habits are either helping you rise or holding you back. They're shaping your future quietly but powerfully. The problem is, too many people go through life reacting rather than designing. They let circumstances build their routines, letting the world and their emotions determine how their day goes. Before long, they've formed patterns that are dragging them down without even realizing it. If you want a better life, then you have to take control of the rituals that build it. You must choose which habits stay, which need to go, and which must be created anew. And the key to this? Consistency. True change never happens overnight. It doesn't come from grand gestures done once in a while. It's born from small, steady actions taken again and again. Whether it's reading, working out, writing, meditating, or learning, your progress will always be built on repetition. The days you show up, especially when you don't feel like it, are the ones that matter most. Those are the days that forge discipline. You won't always be motivated, and that's fine. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is what carries you when motivation fades. That's why your habits must be rooted in commitment, not emotion. You must make a decision every day to act in a way that matches who you want to become. Do you want to be healthy? Don't wait for a perfect day to start eating better. Choose it today. Discipline yourself to go to the gym even when it's raining, even when you're tired. If you want to grow intellectually, don't wait for inspiration. Build reading into your daily rhythm. Create structure that supports your goals. Your environment matters too. If your surroundings are full of distractions and temptations, your willpower will constantly be tested. Make success easier by setting yourself up to win. Stock your home with healthy food if you want to eat clean. Put your phone in another room if you need to focus. Simplify the path towards your best self. Make the right choice, the easiest choice. But don't just go through the motions. Do it with intention. Your habits must align with your deeper vision. Ask yourself, does this action move me closer to the person I want to be? If the answer is no, reconsider it. And keep this in mind, your habits don't just shape you, they shape the people around you too. You influence others with your energy, your attitude, your discipline. Surround yourself with those who elevate you. Choose a circle that mirrors your standards and inspires your growth, because your environment either lifts you or it limits you. In the end, your habits are the sum total of your choices. If you want success, peace, growth, joy, build habits that reflect those outcomes. Start small, stay consistent, and over time, those small actions will reshape your entire life. One day you'll look back and realize that the life you're living came from the habits you chose today. So choose wisely. And if there's one skill that will help protect all your growth, It's the ability to say no. This might be one of the hardest lessons to learn, but it's also one of the most important. Most people struggle with saying no because they don't want to let others down. They want to be kind, agreeable, helpful. And while kindness is a virtue, overcommitting is not. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your mission, you're saying no to something that does. Every yes is a commitment of time, energy, and attention, and those are your most precious resources. So if you're saying yes out of guilt or fear, you're surrendering your future to someone else's priorities. Saying no is not selfish, it's powerful. It sets a boundary that protects your energy and your vision. Without boundaries, your time will be consumed by other people's agendas. Their emergencies become your problem. Their tasks become your burden. And before long, you're exhausted, overwhelmed, and far from the path you were meant to walk. But when you learn to say no, you regain your power. You take back your time. You create space for what matters. You tell the world that your goals are valid, your energy is sacred, and your life is your own to build. That's not rudeness, that's self-respect. Saying no is an act of clarity. It's choosing intention over obligation. And it doesn't have to come with anger or explanation. A simple, kind, and firm no is enough. People may not like it. They may try to pressure you or guilt trip you into changing your mind. But you must hold firm, because when you say yes to things you don't want to do, you resent it, you feel trapped, and resentment steals your joy, your creativity, your peace. But when you say no to what drains you, you say yes to what fills you. You open space for rest, for purpose, for connection. You make room to breathe. Saying no is not a rejection of others, it's a commitment to yourself. It's standing in your truth and refusing to betray your values. The more you practice it, the stronger your boundaries become. And the stronger your boundaries, the more empowered your life becomes. Remember, every time you say no to distraction, to guilt, to fear, you say yes to your future. So say no with courage. Say no with confidence. Say no so that when you say yes, it's with your full heart. And if you truly want to rise to your potential, you also must learn how to handle rejection. Rejection is a natural part of growth. And yet most people fear it so deeply that they never put themselves in a position to face it. They'd rather play it safe, stay quiet, stay small, because they can't bear the sting of a no. But here's what the most successful people already know. Rejection is never the end. It's simply a signal that you're trying, that you're pushing the edge of your comfort zone, that you're willing to stretch for more. If you're not being rejected now and then, you're not taking big enough swings. Rejection isn't personal. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean your ideas are invalid. It simply means that in this moment, with this person, or in this opportunity, the alignment wasn't right. That's all. And it's okay. Everyone you admire has been turned down. They've heard no more times than you realize. The difference is, they kept going. They didn't let one person's opinion define their worth. They didn't let one failed attempt become their identity. They saw rejection for what it really is. Feedback. It's information. It teaches you what to refine, what to shift, what to strengthen. Every no brings you closer to the yes that matters. You've got to toughen your spirit, not to become numb, but to become resilient. You'll never reach your full potential if you crumble every time someone doesn't believe in you. Your value isn't determined by applause or approval. It's defined by your own belief in your purpose. So don't let rejection stop you. Let it teach you. Let it sharpen you. Let it fuel you. Because once you stop fearing rejection, you become unstoppable. You move with boldness. You ask for what you want. You try again and again and again until the door opens. Rejection loses its power when you realize it's just a temporary detour, not a dead end. The only way you lose is if you quit. As long as you keep showing up, you're still in the game. So be brave, be relentless, be willing to hear 100 no's to get to that one yes. That yes could change everything. The more you expose yourself to rejection, the more immune you become to its sting. You'll begin to realize that rejection isn't a personal attack. It's simply part of the process. It's a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone and attempting something worth pursuing. The most courageous individuals, the ones who achieve remarkable things, are those who've been rejected countless times, yet never allowed those rejections to define them. They understood a vital truth. The difference between the ones who succeed and the ones who give up isn't talent or luck. It's resilience. It's persistence. It's the unwavering decision to keep going in the face of repeated rejection. Every time you get a no, you're being refined. Each rejection is sculpting your patience, your character, your determination. It's preparing you for the yes that aligns with your mission. The sooner you stop viewing rejection as a stop sign and start seeing it as a recalibration tool, the sooner you'll grow past your limits. Let rejection harden your resolve, not your heart. Let it guide you, not into bitterness, but into greater clarity. Sometimes a no isn't a failure. It's a divine redirection. The timing, the opportunity, the people involved, it might simply not be aligned with your greater path. And that's okay, because your job isn't to be accepted by everyone. Your job is to stay aligned with your truth and move forward regardless of who understands it. When rejection happens, don't shrink. Stand tall. Adjust your strategy if needed, but never your vision. Rejection is not a mirror. It doesn't reflect your worth. It's merely a checkpoint on your path. Let every no fortify you. Let it remind you that you're brave enough to try. Let it remind you that you're daring to grow. The only people who never face rejection are the ones who never step out, never speak up, never show their true selves. But that's not you. You're here to stretch, to reach, to evolve. So accept that rejection is part of the price you pay for growth, and welcome it when it comes. Each no brings new wisdom. Each stumble sharpens your focus. And when that breakthrough finally arrives, it will mean more because you didn't get it easily. You earned it. You grew for it. You became the kind of person who deserved it. And that, in the end, is what true success is made of. So let's bring it all together. This journey, this transformation, this path to personal power, it all starts with your choice. Not tomorrow, not when it's easy, but now, today. Choose to take full ownership of your life. Choose to raise your standards and expect more from yourself than ever before. Choose to build habits that match the life you want, not the one you're trying to outgrow. Choose to protect your time like it's sacred. Choose to say no when something doesn't align. Choose to see rejection as a stepping stone. Choose discomfort. Choose effort. Choose discipline. Choose to show up, even when no one is watching. Because here's the truth. Everything you want, success, growth, joy, confidence, impact, it's all on the other side of action. You can read all the books, watch all the motivational videos, and plan for the future endlessly. But if you don't act, none of it matters. Ideas are nothing without execution. Desire is hollow without discipline. Potential means little without practice. You don't need more time. You need more commitment. You need to stop waiting for the perfect conditions and realize that you are the condition. You are the spark. You are the decision. Your life doesn't change when the calendar flips. It changes when you do. It changes when you decide to stop playing small and step fully into the person you were meant to be. You may feel scared. That's normal. You may feel like an imposter. That's normal too. But don't let those feelings stop you. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite it. Growth doesn't require you to be fearless. It only requires you to be willing. Willing to try. Willing to fail. Willing to learn. Willing to keep going. So take the step, then take the next. Walk into your discomfort. Walk into your effort. Walk into your destiny. One moment, one choice, one day at a time. You are not here by accident. You are not ordinary. You are capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe. But none of that potential matters if you don't activate it. The world doesn't need more people who play it safe. It needs more people who dare to rise, who dare to heal, who dare to lead, who dare to become. Let that be you. Don't let fear win. Don't let doubt take the wheel. Don't let distractions steal your dream. You've come too far to quit now. And you're stronger than you realize. Your future isn't written in stone, it's carved by your choices. So choose boldly, choose powerfully, choose now. And when the journey gets hard, and it will, remember why you started. Remember who you're becoming, and keep going, keep growing, keep rising, because your time is now. Your story is being written, and the pen is in your hand.